Good afternoon, Knights. Thanks for joining us. I'm Hector García de León, and today is Thursday, September 17th, 2020. Here's your nightly news update. Many Universal workers are now continuing their furlough, possibly till next year. Universal announced earlier this week that more than 5,000 Universal employees will not be returning to work, some who haven't even clocked in since the start of the pandemic. The senior vice president said he does not expect it to be permanent, but it will have to continue like this until further notice. Now, Universal isn't the only establishment opening up at limited capacity. After opening up earlier this week at 50%, bars are gearing up for their first weekend opening. Some bars now have restrictions to ensure guests have a fun and safe time. Some bars prohibit walk-ins and require guests to wear masks and make reservations to enter. Information technology major Patrick Scott says he agrees with the decision to open bars back up.
We have to make a step into going to the right direction. So as long as people are still practicing social distancing and wearing their mask, then everything should start working back up.
An email was sent out by UCF warning students about staying in establishments where protocols are not being followed. UCF officials say if cases rise due to in-person gatherings, then students should expect limited in-person experiences this fall. And if you thought bars were the only thing innovative in Orlando, think again. UCF is now ranked among the nation's most innovative schools for its 5th year in a row by the U.S. News and World Report. A news release by UCF says this achievement is for institutions that are making the most innovative enhancements in their curriculum, faculty, students, campus life, and so much more. Dr. Wendy Howard, Program Director for Pegasus Innovation, says she believes one of UCF's division is what helped rank UCF this year.
I'm a little bit biased, but I think what makes our university so innovative is the way we've embraced digital learning as just part of our institutional culture.
Dr. Howard says the transition to remote learning during the pandemic caused digital learning to become a key factor this year. President Alexander Cartwright says UCF is on its path to becoming one of the nation's leading metropolitan research universities because of its innovation and impact. Now, let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 92 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a 60% chance of rain. Tonight, the low is 77 degrees with a 60% chance of rain. Tomorrow's high is 91 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a 50% chance of rain. So you might want to hold on to those umbrella nights. And as we enter the middle of hurricane season, UCF's National Coastal Research Team is creating models that are set to predict storm surges for up to a decade. Professors Thomas Wall and Mamouna Rashid are using data from past storm surges, climate change, and sea levels to create large-scale models showing when surges are most likely to happen. Dr. Wall says although we cannot pinpoint an exact date or time a storm will hit, we can make predictions from studying certain trends. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Climate Program supports the study and allocated nearly $300,000 to the research. Dr. Wall says the model will be beneficial to society.
But if we know some of this in advance, we can plan adaptation and how to respond to it in a better way.
Dr. Wall says they will be wrapping up the model in the next 2 weeks and hopes the research will help others. The professors say they hope that once the model is released, weather professionals will be able to help the public understand the research. Now the Orlando community will be seeing a little less snow this year as Light Up UCF has decided to cancel this year's event. The annual holiday event brings in thousands of people from Central Florida each year, but due to ongoing safety concerns, officials say the safety and well-being of their guests is their number one priority. And just as a countdown, it is 95 days until the official start of winter. But that is all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with all things happening throughout the week by following us on Instagram at UCF Knightly News. And check back here next week for another Nightly News update. I'm Hector García de León. Thank you and have a great day.